Hit the freeway. We're actually going to be hitting the soil, I was told last week by Mr. Holt, Mr. Recorgo Holt. That is not dirt, it's soil as the preferred term. So we're going to be hitting the soil, digging in the soil. Oh gosh, he's taking away my alliterations. Folks, it's time for AgroBuzz.
Let me see Jamaica become crime free. In Jamaica and we're Jamaican for economy. No more breeder lasting. Remediation stay.
The Jamaica 4-H Clubs has been investing in young Jamaicans through training in a whole heap of different disciplines in agriculture. And one of the programs they have is the Rio Tinto Scholarship. And that's offered to club members every year. So this year, around about 250 students, I think, from the parishes of Manchester, St. Anne, St. Catherine, are going to be getting scholarships under the Rio Tinto Alcan Legacy Fund Agricultural Scholarship Program. Oh my gosh. Now, it's a long name, but it's a pretty simple, straightforward program and an excellent opportunity. And so we've got the Business and Entrepreneurship Development Manager for Jamaica 4-H Clubs, Mrs. Villet Kelly-Bennett, on the phone to explain exactly what's going on with it. Welcome to AgroBuzz, Mrs. Kelly-Bennett. How you do? Hello, Mrs. Kelly-Bennett? Oh, we had her. But let's see if we can find her again. Not sure where she disappeared.
Good morning.
Are you hearing there me? You are. Now we're hearing you. Yes, we are. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're curious. How did this partnership with Rio Tinto and Alcan come about? Or Rio Tinto Alcan?
Thank you for having us again. It's a pleasure. The Rio Tinto Alcan Legacy Fund, as you know, back over 59 years, they were operating in Jamaica. And in 2001, when they decided to close their mining and refinery plants in St. Anne, Manchester, and St. Catherine, the company decided to leave a legacy fund, and of course, as a part of their corporate social responsibility, to continue to improve the lives, the socioeconomic conditions of the community members within those three parishes that they're operating. And so through this, the Legacy Fund was utilized to establish a scholarship fund for students studying agriculture and who were residing in these three parishes.
Sounding good. Between then and now, how many students you think, roughly, have benefited from it?
And so since 2010, the Jamaica 4-H Clubs have supported over 1,600 students studying both at the tertiary, secondary level as well as the vocational level. In fact, the split between tertiary and secondary is almost a 50-50, 56% are from secondary, approximately 44% from tertiary, and another 3 or 2% from vocational levels.
Okay. Scholarships range in amount, in how you qualify for them, and what's really important is the difference that the scholarship makes in the life of the person who receives it. Can you give us an idea of what that impact has been like?
We have seen, let us start even at the secondary level. In most instances, these communities would be dependent heavily on agriculture, and as such, students in some instances may have been affected based on income of their parents to go to school on a regular basis or to acquire books, lunch fees, traveling expenses, etc. And so we see where a lot of the students depend on the scholarship annually to support them going to school, in providing lunches, books, traveling expenses at the tertiary level. They utilize it for their tuition as well. And so we have seen some students, for example, Tanya Ellington, which is the farm queen for 2022, very active member of one of the fastest growing agricultural groups in Jamaica, United Agriculture, and Farmers Association of Jamaica, as well as she's a teacher of agriculture in Manchester. So we see where persons like Satania and many others who are working in the field would have benefited from this scholarship. In some instances, college was not an option for them. And through the Rio Tinto Scholarship Fund, we have seen where students would have excelled, would have gone to colleges. And in fact, we have seen since the inception of the scholarship fund and the involvement of forage clubs, agricultural activities, agricultural science is now one of the highly passed subjects with an average rate of 90% since the last 3 years.
That's sounding fantastic. So it's really changing lives. And I'm no sure that people listening are curious how to become a part of this fabulous partnership. If I want to get one of those scholarships, how do I apply?
Scholarship process is quite easy. One, students may apply through their schools, so they really just need to speak to their agricultural teacher, or forage parish offices, St. Anne, Manchester, St. Catherine, as well as the persons can access our website or our social media pages. Applications can be done physically, basically by completing the form, submitting it to your forage parish office or your school, or you may go online and utilize the online application form as well. The process is quite easy. We have applications going up until the end of November, so we encourage our students, our parents, our teachers to take advantage of this as we continue to support youth in agriculture and to help them get increased educational level as well as certification level of our students and our young persons involved in the sector.
We love it, and we want to thank you so much for sharing the information, because that now brings the opportunity closer for some persons who are interested. So thank you again for being our guest this morning, ma'am, and all the best.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Our pleasure, folks. That was Mrs. Kelly-Bennett, Mrs. Villet Kelly-Bennett, Business and Entrepreneurship Development Manager, Jamaica 4-H Clubs. And the scholarship she was talking about, the Rio Tinto Alcan Legacy Fund Agricultural Scholarship Program, is actually just one component of the broader Jamaica 4-H Club Scholarship Program. They have scholarships tenable to Earth University, partial scholarships through Youth in Agriculture program, and that's for youth that have been accepted to institutions like CASE, Ebony Park HEART Academy, Northern Caribbean University, and Knox College, and they have bursaries at the parish level. So you can check that out. Don't forget to follow the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries on Facebook at Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries. Check them out on Twitter and Instagram as well. That's MOAFJM. And join us next Wednesday right here, 8:45 for another edition of AgroBuzz.
Economy, all the brand new talk out the street. When we say eat what we grow what we eat. It's good for our economy, all the brand new talk out the street.